So if you want to know, you could watch. I could tell you. I know you want meta. I could tell you about it and spoil it for you if you want to know that bad, Jesse. Or you can watch the clip, or you can find out in character. But actually, you probably will never find out in character because there wasn't enough people there, and no one really saw me take Marcus. Maybe someone did, but no one tried to stop us. So
I didn't get tumble, did you? Thought I heard some yelling.
I did.
I reckon that Marcus fella is brown fucking bread. Shit, we should have taken his fucking cash before we killed him.
I was thinking about that, but I was angry. I was rash. I was thinking about revenge. I wasn't thinking about a robbery.
Well, I did get his guns. Some of them. Got his pump action and bolt action rifle. You want his bolt action? I already got Springfield.
Are you able to grab him?
Yep. Grabbed him while I could anyway.
I'll take the pump action.
Oh, I just gave you the rifle, but
I already have a rifle.
I was hoping to keep the pump action, but
I'll take your shotgun then. I'll take it, whatever.
Alright, well you give me the pump action back and I'll give you the double barrel.
Actually, if you don't mind. This gun was Marcus's.
Yeah, you keep it, it's fine.
It's kind of a blood prize.
Anyway.
We'll get you a pump action soon.
It's alright. I'm going quite fond of this double barrel myself, so.
There's a couple of things I wish I would have done there. I wish I would have been longer. But I was hasty in my anger. I didn't get to rip his ear off, I did. And I felt good doing that. I should have pressed him for more information. I should have. Now, all that is
revenge, didn't you?
I got my revenge, but we're not done yet. I still need to find Miss Gray. And I still need to find Malachi, and I still need to find Mr. Grim Reaper, forget his fucking name again, but Foudal Ra, whatever was his unusual name. Sounds like my French. I know what he looks like, and I know what he sounds like, though.
Good. What does it sound like?
Deep, strong. He's also twice my height, almost, I think. He's taller than myself. Oh. I think that was meant to be. You know why? I do not want to be in St. Valentine for long, because the law is looking for us. And Marcus and his friends definitely will not be happy they saw us. When I was leaning at that saloon bar and I saw Marcus crossing the street by himself, that's when I said, "Some bitch." It was like it was like dropped in my hands, like the gods. Well, favoring myself, whatever gods there are. Now I do wish I would have made good with the Blood Eagle.
Well, you could do that to Miss Gray if you like.
I think I will.
Or Malachi.
Gray for sure. I'll tell her what I'm doing. This was meant for Marcus, but I was caught up in revenge. I was excited that this situation was dropped into my hands so easily. I had to take advantage of it, and I was hasty, of course. But next time we find Miss Gray, hopefully we have the Mustang gang there as well. So an easy pickup, and I will take my time with them. Malachi and the others, though, I know it's not your revenge, but you're part of the gang, and they wrong me, they wrong all of us. I'll let you folks have your fun with the other two. How's that sound?
Fine with me, mate. It's your revenge, as you said, not mine.
Exactly.
If lots of people have wronged me, I know you'd do the same. Help me take my revenge.
And the main reason I want to kill Malachi and the other guy, hell, even Clint Masterson, perhaps. Maybe even Jacqueline. Just because they were friends of his. And I know his soul, whoever it might be, would be twisted in agony, watching from above.
His friends die.
Or from below.
Well, if Jacqueline gets word of this, she's probably going to come after you herself. If they know it was you.
Now, I think they'll assume it's me. Now, it makes sense. Who did Marcus wrong recently to make him disappear like that? Now, they won't be on to me right away. Couple days, might be nothing. For someone to be messing like that. I'm sure as hell I need to keep my head low, and I need to keep recruiting to this gang. And once my vendettas are done, I can move on and be the man I need to be for the silver bastards and for all the like-minded individuals that we are friends with out there.
How long you reckon this is gonna take?
This vendetta? I don't know.
I mean, I don't mind. As long as we're making money in between, you know.
Well, of course we'll make money in between.
Okay, good.
But until then, I will be distracted, as you know. Distracted with that thought in my head.
You ain't distracted enough to rob a fucking general store or a bank, so that's good with me.
Likewise. But the main one is done. Gray is next. The Malachi and Mr. Grim Reaper. What was his name? You remember what he said exactly? Scarecrow? There we go. Scarecrow was his nickname. Lofty Dar. Lofty Dar may have been his real name.
Right.
But it's right for them to assume that it would be me next. That did the job. That did the job.
About the Royals anyway. The fuck's he on about?
What he said was that was what he was calling
named, right?
his friends. I don't know how deep his group goes or how many friends he has. He says he has eyes everywhere. Now, that might be true, and I'll treat that as true for the most part. That's the right thing to do. Because the eyes I know of, Miss Gray. Potentially Miss Gray's friends. And that means a lot of people.
Who's she friends with?
The Crays, I believe.
Fuck.
I think she mentioned that. But not a lot of people are friends with the Crays. You know.
Crays left from what I hear.
Clint Masterson, a friend of Marcus's and a friend of Jacqueline, which means he's part of the government.
We kill him, we're gonna be infamous. Every fucking person in the state's probably gonna want to hang us, save a few.
I'll say,
State representative.
I won't kill him unless he comes after us, if I get word of it. But those are the eyes and ears that Marcus would have had. Malachi's friends, even perhaps, what's his name? Scarecrow as well. This is how I see it, though. I have myself, Bill, you, Nicholas's boys, perhaps even near future the Freeman boys as well. And after that, maybe Mr. Biggs and Mercer as well. We have ears on things.
Good. Well, Mercer's ain't he a Cray anyway?
I'm not sure about that.
You might want to talk to him about getting your revenge on Miss Gray before you go ahead, because that might cause some internal strife.
I'll have to talk to him about
We don't have
that.
to tell her at all. We don't have to mention it at all.
I was asking him about who he's friends with and learn more about the meeting. If things go the right way, I might tell him about my vendetta. My betrayals. If not, we'll deal with Miss Gray fast and soon. We don't have to worry about Mr. Mercer or anybody else as well. Besides, if Mr. Mercer comes after me for whatever reason, whatever Miss Gray says, I would tell him she was a friend of mine. I cared about her. And I didn't see this betrayal coming because I wanted to kill somebody who got cold feet on me, that I trained and raised, who got real close to the government. Now, what would stop Miss Gray from betraying herself as well? I would mention to him.
That's true. I mean, I don't even know he's a lot of her. I don't even know if he knows her, honestly, mate. I just know he's a Cray. That's all I know about him.
Well, we'll see. I don't know if the Grays will be, I don't know how deep their friendship goes with Miss Gray. Or if Miss Gray is even a Cray as well. Well, we'll figure things out. For sure.
So what's the plan then? Are we staying here for the rest of the day or what?
We need to find Bill. And we need to make some new friends. So I suggest we head to, Saint Denis. And once we go to Saint Denis, we might meet some individuals who might be like-minded as ourselves.
Sounds good to me.
Well, I won't send you Van Horn, because that's where the meeting is happening.
You know what time it is?
That's 2 p.m. Oh, 2 a.m.
2 a.m.?
Oh, look, it's not outside. Look how dark it is.
Yeah. Suppose you're right.
But what was done had to be done. It was my business. If I didn't kill him, he would have killed me. And I know one thing that he did not learn because he was not wise enough. When somebody threatens to kill you, you make good on exacting that revenge. He made one fatal mistake, and that is he did not kill me and put me down when he had the chance. That's his mistake, and that got him drowned in the river, swimming with the fishes, I guess you could say.
I told him the same fucking thing. He should have killed you when he had the chance. And now his fucking mistake is gonna cost him his life.
It will.
And it did. Do we know if he told anyone else about you? You know, I mean, I know you probably befriended a lot of people in the past. How do you know your identity isn't actually compromised?
Well, I know my identity is definitely compromised. I'm already willing to accept that. That's why I started a new identity. A new name. People might recognize my voice or my characteristics, but that's why I need to put the game together. Reassurance of numbers. It ain't be easy to catch the civil bastard's leader when he's got a posse with him all the time. Also, I know now that I must be living on the roads in the far parts of town. St. Denis might be a place to go on occasion. Big town, easy to hide. Annesburg, Van Horn is home now. This region is our home now. Plenty of woods to get away. Plenty of places to hide out. And I was thinking it might be high time we find a new hideout. Because Miss Gray and Miss Jacqueline know of our other hideout. No longer safe there. That's why I didn't bring Chester there with us.
Hey, partner.
Gotcha.
We might as well go looking then.
Wanna rob the store while we're here?
There's a general store here. I didn't think there's one here. Oh, that's a gunsmith. Do you want a gunsmith?
Oh. No, you don't think you can. Or it's Van Horn I was thinking of.
Let's go to Van Horn and get a drink. How was that?
Sounds good to me.
I'm not in a hurry, I'd rather talk and walk. I have a lot on my mind to talk about. Plans in the future. And Johnny, I don't think it's safe to say that you are my most trusted man right now. My second-hand man, I may say. My lieutenant.
Well, I sure as fuck ain't got no reason to betray you, mate. And I sure as fuck wouldn't be so incompetent as Marcus was if I was going to.
Besides, I've made you money. We've worked together and we've run together. And you see what we can do.
We can do a lot together, you and I, mate. These new companions as well that we robbed the general store with yesterday, I like them as well. They seem solid fellas. Dependable. We've got to avoid people like Slimy.
I might be able to use Slimy for something if he survives, but I don't think I'm going to be very happy with him. Maybe I will remind him the kind of person I am when I see him next time. Maybe I might kill him as well.
Mister.
But I think a man like Slimy runs on fear.
Slimy, he seems like the kind of person... Well, he just seems like his fucking namesake, mate, Slimy.
Exactly.
He'll do and say whatever it takes to get him out of trouble.
Now listen, that's good, know why? So we never rely on him. We never tell him things. But when we find him, we shake him for everything he goddamn knows. Because he'll spill the beans, because he's slimy like that. He'll cry out, name off people who are after me or who may have wronged me, or if he's working for somebody, then I know.
But we don't use him on many fucking bank jobs, alright? No heists.
No heists, no bank jobs, nothing critical. He was a wild card last time. He heard me utter one thing, and a very low voice, because he happened to walk right past us. Set up position. And he knew something was going down. He thought we were robbing people. No, we were gonna talk to somebody with an advantage. Well, we may have robbed him as well, but we weren't planning on robbing a lot of people.
Indeed. And he ruined it by bringing that fucking Burton involved.
It sure did. Now, Burton's kind of on our trail, but he doesn't know exactly who robbed the bank back there. Remember what Mr. Chester said? They're looking for 3, maybe 4 people.
They don't know. They didn't get a glimpse of us, although, you know, they was Bill with us when we were behind the saloon.
He was either on the roof or I was inside. I don't know where he was exactly, but
No, I mean the saloon in Valentine when we met Burton the first time and tied him up. Was he with us back then? I can't remember. I think he was.
Bill was with us when we did everything. He was there in the beginning.
All right. So it means Burton, he got captured by the fucking shootout. Assuming he did, because that's what Chester said, right? When we saw him down Rhodes yesterday.
I think either his how. I don't think he would have sold us out. I think he may have given all the fake names we already had.
Oh, I don't think he would have sold us out, but Burton's going to be able to put 2 and 2 together. If he was one of the people caught, he's going to be able to probably piece together that we were the other 2 that were with him.
That's true. He's a smart man. I'm not looking to underestimate anybody who I think is smart as well. That means we gotta be more careful and plan a lot more accordingly. Because right now things are right where I enjoy the lifestyle here. It's stressful, I agree. But this is what it means to be an outlaw. Now we're we are playing a deadly game of chess right now. Well, we could lose pieces left and right, vice versa. It's about how we play our pieces now. I'm glad that you're fully in as well. Yeah, this is the kind of lifestyle that suits you, and I'm glad that when you came off that boat, you ran into me. Because who would have known a man who killed another man in a bar over a sports game would find himself here in the United States of America, in New Alexandria, friends with the silver bastards.
This is the only life I've ever known, mate. Ain't nothing new to me. I enjoy it.
That's good to hear.
And I will fucking hang before I give up names. I ain't told you much about myself. Probably now that we know each other a little better and I know I can trust you, maybe it's time I did. I grew up rich family, actually. Most people think I was a rough fella. That's why I could do a nice posh accent when I need to. But nah, I was well taken care of. My family loved me. Good upbringing, nice mum and dad. They did everything they could to try and raise me as an upstanding citizen of London. But you see, they didn't count on something. I had a life on easy mode, mate. Do you know what I mean? I yearned for excitement.
I would imagine you sound very restless there. To the left here, we'll go to Van Horn.
It was just more and more shit. Having to go to dinner parties, studying politics. And the more I studied politics, you know what I realised?
What is that?
The more that the game is rigged from the start for everyone except the rich. Now, I'm not pretending to be some fucking do-gooder. Justice. I could have lived life on easy mode. I didn't want that anymore. I wanted excitement. I also wanted to tear the fucking system down.
Now, here's the thing about rich people and politics, is I learned that they control people who follow the laws and the rules of things. But they're at a loss when folks like ourselves run rampant on the streets, not following their goddamn rules they set up.
Well, this is the thing about them, mate. They're as much a criminal as we are. You understand?
Oh, I know that. Remember the phrase I utter. They are the biggest gang in the United States, the government.
Exactly. Rich people have a different set of rules. Different set of laws as well.
That's the truth right there. Some men are rich enough to pay off the lowly sheriff for a crime. A man might have wealth, murder his wife, and then pay off the jury. A man can hire a man to kill another man. Money alone.
That's right. My mission is to tear their system down from top to bottom. There's accounting coming, Mr. Riker. An accounting. You see, one day these poor people, the ones that have been shit on their entire lives, they're gonna wake up. They're gonna realize very soon that the system's rigged against them. Always has been, always will be. There will be torches and pitchforks. Peasants rising up. And you know who the people they're gonna be going after? Not people like you and me. People like Clint Masterson. People like Frank Devine. The rich fuckers who tell them what they can and can't do. You see, what true wealth is, mate, it ain't a fancy suit. It ain't a nice, shiny horse. It's the power to become invisible. It's the power to have decoys. The power to have banks and money in every country in the world. To be able to disappear without a trace. Because when the peasants rise up, they're not gonna look at someone dressed like us and think rich, even if we are. They're gonna think people like Clint Masterson.
I hope if the torches are risen and the townsfolk come together, I hope to be across the street smoking a cigarette watching the show.
I guarantee you they won't be coming for us. They'll be coming for the people that did nothing, or people like us took advantage of them. Because they're the ones to blame, you see. The rich have a different set of rules, like I said.
That they do. For example, as well, I don't know how Marcus became friends with Clint Masterson. Maybe because he enjoys being fucked in the ass by other men. Clint Masterson did not pay Marcus for a security job he did for him. He offered him $300, I believe. $300. Instead, he got friendship instead. Why not both? You know why not both? Because Marcus was a fool. And Marcus values things wrongly, differently. And that is why he is dead. Good work, by the way. Things went smoothly.
I'm surprised we didn't get caught.
It was worth
high risk taking him from the fucking saloon, but worked out well.
I glanced outside. I waited for him to walk through the doors. We went from there. Hard angle to see through. Someone could have walked in. Yes, I agree. But I don't think town was empty enough from what we saw earlier today. There was like 3 or 4 people about here and there. And hell, 2 men with guns and some stranger. Most folks are not obliged to help. Some might be here on occasion, but the majority of the people are cowardly. Fearful for their own lives. To be rightful, though. If I was them, here's my thought. I'm sitting here in the saloon. I'll see someone get taken by some other men. I'll think to myself, that is none of my business. Why the hell would I get involved in some of those things? Because I don't know the depth of it. I don't owe those people allegiance. I don't know who they are. And then all I know is if I get involved, I find myself in a worse predicament.
Mm.
And I assume most folks who've been taken out the back by somebody is either someone like myself was wronged, and there's a vendetta there.
Where do you reckon Miss Cray hangs out anyway?
She's all around. I've seen her. I've seen her in Rhodes often. I've seen her in Valentine often as well. Even and Saint Denis as well. One of the things she does is she tries to keep her image hidden. But here's the thing. I know about her misdoings. And we can start talking to people. I could say to sheriffs in a false name or pay somebody to spread the word that Miss Gray is a criminal. Miss Gray has to go by Asian now. She has to go by Miss Rosa now. She can no longer go around selling chocolate so easily. They might put the pressure on her that way. But I'd rather try to catch her first. And that fails, that's plan B until I capture her again.
Alright. We're gonna have to be careful with that one, Miss Gray.
I
Somehow I
agree.
think she's gonna be a tougher job than Marcus was.
Oh, she's cunning. But here's the thing. Sometimes situations present themselves. If I see her in town, I will pluck her if she is by herself. If I have numbers, I will pluck her despite who's around. Throw her on the back of a horse and take her out of town with haste into the mountainside. Well, then I will exact my revenge that I so hungrily deserve and thirst for.
You will, mate. We'll make sure that happens. What do you know about this Biggs fella, anyway? What's he like?
Biggs. From my first glance at him, he's rough around the edges, skeptical, right? So to be. A lot of folks around here call themselves bandits or outlaws, willy-nilly. Like Mr. Marshall surprised me when he was talking to me for a bit. He exposed himself as an outlaw. He told me right in the middle of town he was an outlaw. But then again, the way I was talking to him was hinting at things I do. He was asking about the kind of work and jobs he did. But I was surprised how quickly he told me. Well, he's associated with Mr. Biggs. Mr. Biggs does not seem to be the kind to give away his identity quite simply and quite easily. But he knows my real name, I know his real name. So we're equals on that count there. So if he were to cause me problems, there would be problems for himself as well. And I don't plan on causing him problems. I don't need to cause him problems, and I don't feel the need to. I know where my prey is, I know where my target is, and I do not piss where I eat.
And this meeting, what's it about? He wants to form a gang, or is it just kind of like an agreement we're gonna have between our two groups of people?
I don't know yet, but it's one thing. The main premise of this is that they meet like-minded individuals like ourselves, friends that we can, people we know we can rely on because we are on the same kind of bird. We'll learn about each other. We'll create an alliance. Maybe we might even work together on a job here and there. Our gangs don't need to be one gang, but we still should know each other. So if we need to work together, we can.
Good to have those kind of people, I suppose. Can't always rely on the same. They might always not always be around, or some might be in prison, some might be dead.
That's right. Unfortunately, my numbers have dwindled. There's only about 3 of us now, unless I find Jess again. Or another man I met a while ago. I think his name was John. But I haven't seen them in a long time. At one point, we were 5 people strong. 2 of them betrayed us. Now we're less than that. Now, I might even throw my lot in with Mr. Biggs for a while until I rebuild my numbers. Just to work together. Make sure we all make money together and get paid for each other. We don't need to trust each other, but we damn sure need to make sure there is a mutual respect and a mutual understanding for each other. If we work together with each other, we don't betray each other. Because we can all agree about one thing. It will make things harder for each other. We're like-minded individuals, after all. I know what any of us would have done if we were betrayed by any of us on here. We wouldn't be happy with each other. We would go at each other's throats if betrayed by one another. That's a given. That is probably something we understand as all here.
Indeed. It's a death sentence for anyone. Anyone who betrays or speaks or spills the beans to the law for a reduced sentence are dead.
Exactly. I'm not even talking that as well. Say we do a job together, and they decide they want to keep the entire share and cut us out. That's not okay as well.
I mean, that's going to be a hard thing to do, right?
Yeah. But I think we respect each other enough The way I do things, though, usually I work with somebody new. I see, I'm about the lifestyle. The way of doing things. There's a respect that is deserved and meant to be upheld. So one thing I do that earns me the respect is usually, you've noticed, I will give my first share away. Working with somebody new, let them have the money. Because I care about the lifestyle. Jobs afterwards, I expect to be paid, of course, because I do need the money for food, water, horses, and so on, ammunition, guns, so I can continue my lifestyle.
Makes sense. I reckon Bill was due a good cut of money from that job.
Oh, yes.
Especially because he got himself caught, but...
Like I said, I'm giving him my share, so he gets 2 shares.
He went down so we could get away.
Yeah.
I'm not going to forget that.
I'm gonna get. He's
And
gonna.
if he didn't squeak, then we'll be good.
Well, if he squeaks, he's definitely not getting my share for sure. But we'll talk to him. But he seems like he's got a spine, unlike some folks.
If he squeaked, he's the only share he's going to get is a share of my bullets.
Exactly.
No tolerance. None. There's no second chances in this gang. That's my
Exactly.
advice.
I would like to tell you, if you ever find yourself in a similar situation as I have found myself, I will be at your side to exact your revenge as well.
That's the only reason I'm helping you, mate. It's because I know you do the same. We have a mutual understanding, you and I.
I may be a scumbag, I may be an outlaw, and I might be the biggest piece of shit around here, but I have a code, and I have honor.
Could have been Marcus, you know. He could have been a good boy. Finding himself, rolling with us.
From the
Just
start,
fucking money.
that dumb boy always questioned me. Over everything, he know he didn't even like you, by the way. He said you were too rough around the edges. And I said you were a real go-getter. You were somebody that I was looking for to work with. And I was not wrong to have you along.
He was too soft. I told you that from the start. Why would I give a fuck like someone like him thinks about me, huh?
Exactly. I think it's time for a drink.
I think you're right.
Place might not be the fanciest or the nicest of places to be, but it definitely serves a purpose.
You know what? I quite like it, actually. Never been here before.
I'll tell you one thing, the locals are a lot like ourselves. They're quick to shoot. So they might likely turn into an entire town shooting if a gunfight goes out here, but that's how it is.
Like these landing.
Exactly. You can tell by the bolt holes inside as well. It does happen often enough. See, I don't come to Van Horn often. Let's get a feel of the town.
Yeah. General store here, might as well rob it. Be a good idea to get a boat docked here, eh?
I make an idea. We could throw the boat on the other side of the docks there, jump down into it, and go across the river there. Embark on the side of the cliffside there. Run back around, or the Blackwater perhaps, or even Colorado.
Not far from Sissica either, this. Could be handy. Break a fella out.
I agree as well. You know what we need to do sometime if things get real hot? We should take a vacation to that island. I heard there's a nice island out there that there's a boats will take you to.
Oh yeah? What's that called? Never heard of it.
I forget. It's got a town on the side there. It's across the sea. I'll remember the name again. I heard it mentioned before. I heard they have serpents in the water called sharks. Large beasts, many teeth. You ever heard of a shark before?
A shark? Nah, mate. Never heard of it.
Well, I'm surprised you come from London. I'm sure you have sharks in your waters over there. Big
yeah?
beasts, plenty of teeth, and will rip a man to shreds.
Fuck me.
I read about sharks, and I've seen crew drawing pictures of them. Not something I would like to meet anytime soon.
Let me have a look at this boat over here.
Now, is it possible to get a hold of one of those steamboats? I heard that might be a thing people do.
Yeah, they're expensive.
How much you reckon? We might want to get one for ourselves.
At least 300, I've heard.
Well, I'm at $82. A few more robberies. Imagine this. We go to port, robbing folks on a steamboat.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Or we even hear about a party happening on a boat, and we show up with our boat. And we board them.
I want to have a look at that lighthouse over there. Interesting town.
Well, Mademoiselle, how you doing?
It's a bit run down, but I feel like it suits us.
It does. We can definitely run here for, I would say, getting away from things. When things get hot, there's plenty of woods out here, plenty of crevices to hide in. Hey, we can even hide in a light tower. What's on that broken boat there? It's on the other side of it. Oh, look there. This would be a place to see people coming from miles, I imagine.
Interesting. Good place to hole up in a shootout.
I agree. They come up a ladder, you shoot them.
Need a pair of binoculars.
You can see pretty far both sides of the coast here. Up and down the lake.
You can see Sinnix from here as well.
Yes, you can. I do hope Bill's around. I'm gonna have to ride back to Valentine, but we have to be very careful about going through town. But we do have some work to do. We need to make some new friends.
Let's rob the store here. And then let's head back to Valentine. How's that sound?
That's a good idea. We can't do a full robbery because I think Sheriff would show up in time.
Yeah, I know. Just a till. Just a